Slavs would cross their mouths when they yawned. They wouldn't leave home after dark. They never drank water without first blessing the bucket, because they were not alone. Forget the Slavic gods. The gods lived far away, in the sky. These lived in the corners, under the floorboards, in the chimney. There were hundreds of them, and each one had a name. By the end of this video, you'll know why they're still here. The Slavs had a simple rule. There was a right way to die, and there was a wrong way. The right way, old age, in your own bed, surrounded by family. The wrong way, suicide, drowning in drink, an unbaptized child, a cursed bloodline. They had one name, Zalozhnie, the unquiet dead. The earth refused their bodies. They did not rot. They did not decay. And the soul did not move on. It stayed here, among the living. The most famous of them, the Upyr, the Slavic vampire. Forget Dracula. Forget the cape and the fangs. The real Upyr was a bloated corpse with a crimson face. His first victim was never a stranger, a sister, a mother, a brother. He doesn't bite. He tears the throat open. And if you slept beside him, by morning, he had drained the blood from your ear. You never heard him come. Anyone could become an Upyr, even you. All it took was a cat crossing your coffin. But the Upyr was not the only one who rose at night. In the southern Slavic lands, they knew another, Drekavac, the screamer, the soul of an unbaptized child. He doesn't drink blood. He doesn't eat flesh. He just screams. A scream. That sounds like an infant's cry and a wolf's howl at the same time. Whoever hears it, death is already on its way to their door. And then there were the Mavki, the same children, but girls, grown into the shape of beautiful young women. They dance in the moonlight. They smile. They call to you. But if a Mavka turns her back to you, you see that she has no back. You see straight through her. While she was dancing facing you, you wanted to follow her. Now, you can't move. And this is only the first layer. They were always here. You just didn't notice them. Subscribe, and you'll start to notice. Some of these creatures grew beyond petty spirits. They became archetypes, figures without whom Slavic folklore cannot exist. Baba Yaga, bone leg, iron teeth, a fence of human bones, a skull on every post, and fire burning in every eye socket. She doesn't live in the forest. She lives in a hut that walks on chicken legs. It turns at the sound of her voice. Turn your front to me, your back to the forest, and the house obeys. The first thing she'll say when she meets you, I smell the living. It's not a threat. It's a diagnosis. She's checking. Are you a guest or prey? 3 horsemen guard her house. The White Rider Dawn, the Red Rider Midday, the Black Rider Night. She is not evil. She is not good. She is the border between the world of the living and the world of the dead. You can leave her hut a hero, or you can never leave at all. Her dark counterpart, Koschei the Deathless, a skeleton, withered by his own greed. You cannot kill him with a sword, or an arrow, or fire, because his soul is not in his body. It is hidden, far away, in a needle, the needle inside an egg, the egg inside a duck, the duck inside a hare, the hare inside an iron chest, the chest chained to an oak tree, the oak on an island that appears on no map. He abducts princesses, keeps them locked away for decades, and no hero can defeat him in battle until he finds that needle, break it in half, and Koschei falls. The deathless fears only one thing, that his immortality is a lie. The Fiery Serpent, not a dragon, not a monster, a demon of seduction. He comes to a widow who misses her dead husband too much. He takes her husband's form, exact, down to the scar above the left brow. He lies with her at night, leaves before dawn. The woman grows pale. She stops eating. She stops speaking. Within months, she loses her mind. There was only one way to recognize the Fiery Serpent. In the dark, with your fingertips, run your hand down his back. He has no spine. Where the backbone should be, only emptiness, a hollow. The most terrifying thing about Slavic folklore, it was everywhere. Not in castles, not in caves, in your own house. The Kikimora, a tiny, withered old woman, invisible. She tangles your thread. She breaks the dishes. And at night, she sits on your chest while you sleep. You cannot move. You cannot call out. You cannot breathe. Today we call it sleep paralysis. The Slavs named it 1,000 years before science did. No one brings a Kikimora from outside. She is born from the house itself. A family fight, envy, a grudge no one spoke aloud. In the fields, others were waiting. The Poludnitsa, a young woman in white. She comes at noon, when you're still working, and nature demands rest. She approaches from behind. She asks a question about a craft, how to spin flax, how to mill grain. Answer correctly, she lets you go. Answer wrong, she breaks your neck. One movement, no second question. Likho, the one-eyed, the embodiment of bad luck. It doesn't kill you, it latches on. It sits on your neck, and it strips away your luck. Work falls apart. Your wife leaves. Your children get sick. The harvest fails. Likho cannot be seen, but it is there, because otherwise, how do you explain all of this? And above them all, the Chort, not the Western demon with a pitchfork and a contract. The Slavic Chort is a petty trickster, covered in black fur, horns, hooves, a pig's snout. He leads travelers off the path. He possesses the ones who curse. He takes the soul of anyone who forgets to bless themselves before sleep. He doesn't need a contract with your signature. All he needs is your laziness. We've walked through the unquiet dead, through the archetypes, through the demons in your own walls. Only the bottom is left, the deepest place. Zmey Gorynych, many-headed and intelligent. He's not just a dragon. He speaks. He lies. He bargains with heroes. He guards the Kalinov Bridge, the only crossing into the land of the dead. Where he stands, grass does not grow. The birds fall silent. Cut off one head, two grow back. His blood is so poisonous, the earth itself refuses to absorb it. But the most terrifying resident of the underworld is not him. V. Master of the dark. Beneath the earth. V. Eyelids. Reach down to the ground. He cannot see. As long as they stay closed. To lift them, it takes a company of servants with iron pitchforks. The servants lift. V opens his eyes. His gaze does not kill. It erases. Grass, beast, man, a stone wall. Whatever his gaze falls upon turns to dust. Against this army, the Slavs built their own system of defense. Not prayers, not swords, boundaries. Iron, the universal poison for spirits. A knife under your pillow, and the Upyr will not come near. Salt, the Chort cannot cross a threshold, sprinkled with salt. The circle, draw one around yourself, and no dark spirit can cross it. 3 objects, 3 boundaries. Iron, between the living and the dead. Salt, between the clean and the unclean. The circle, between a human being and chaos. They didn't know the word, psychology, but they knew how to name the darkness. And in your country, what hid under the floorboards? Tell me in the comments. This army of shadows never left. It just changed its names. Kikimora, in every family fight that drags on for decades. Likho, in the streak of bad luck no one can explain. Poludnitsa, in the burnout that takes a person down at midday in July. Upyr, in the relative who drains the life out of you. Every darkness had a name, a place, an hour. We did not lose the way to fight it. We lost their names. Subscribe and ring the bell. The spirits are watching you.